While exports are facing fresh challenges, the European Union's new food safety regulations could put even greater pressure on Vietnamese producers. Under the latest rules, 4 Vietnamese products remain subject to increased border checks. They are durian, dragon fruit, okra, and chili peppers. Inspection rates are set at 20% for durian, 30% for dragon fruit, and 50% for okra and chili peppers. Shipments of okra and chili peppers must also include certificates showing pesticide residue test results. Exporters need to closely monitor changing EU requirements and control pesticide use throughout the production process to protect market access. EU requirements now extend beyond traditional SPS standards to also include digitalization, data transparency, and sustainability. And now to the focus of this hour. Vietnamese agricultural exports have recently faced further EU warnings over possible breaches of food safety requirements. And as European regulations become increasingly detailed and data-driven, authorities and exporters say compliance can no longer begin at the factory gate. It must be built into every stage of the supply chain, starting at the farm.
Plant-based products, particularly fresh fruits and vegetables, remain at high risk of failing to meet EU food safety and phytosanitary requirements. One reason is that farmers and businesses do not always receive timely information about regulatory changes. Đắk Lắk province, a major producer of durian, coffee and pepper, is accelerating the digitization of growing areas to improve traceability.
We advised the provincial authorities to launch a 30-day campaign to digitize production to make our growing areas more transparent. It will also ensure that farmers take responsibility for their crops. They must learn to comply with export market standards.
Non-compliance risks tend to be higher among smaller businesses that consolidate goods into shared containers. Larger processors, particularly those specializing in processed products, are generally better prepared. This company produces 6 million products annually, most of them for the EU. Keeping up with market requirements is therefore part of its regular operations.
We work with growing areas, cooperatives and farmers to meet standards from the cultivation and raw material stages. Once the produce reaches our factory, we apply further controls throughout production and processing.
Major Vietnamese businesses are increasingly working with laboratories and raw material suppliers to control risks at source. This covers the entire chain from production inputs and harvesting to processing, testing, and export.
The EU sets specific maximum residue levels for individual agricultural products and regularly updates these requirements. The bloc is also expanding digital and paperless certification and import control procedures. Vietnamese exporters must therefore ensure that their data on growing areas, production, laboratory testing, and export documentation are complete, accurate, and consistent.
And now for an expert view on how Vietnamese exporters can meet evolving EU requirements. Our reporter Hai Nam spoke with Eva Astor de Geer, Chief Operating Officers of Vietnamese Group, which tests food, feed and consumer goods for European retailers.
Thank you for joining this interview. First, how serious is non-compliance among Vietnamese agricultural exports to the EU?
We still see some alerts regards of pesticides, for example, from Vietnam. And this is an area where Vietnam exporters still can improve. And we also see still in Europe, for example, from origin Europe, also alerts, because that's normal. You will probably never have 0 alerts. Usually that happens, yes, because you are exporting more. That means that you are testing more. The potential with every test is that you will be finding more. And also the laboratory analysis are improving over time.
Vietnam is digitizing its supply chains and strengthening oversight in the production process. What more is needed to ensure those efforts are effective?
Transparency is really an important thing that these digitalization effort in the supply chain comes to a success, because you have different companies and different people involved in a supply chain. For example, when the producer ships to the next producers, and in between the shipping with a van or whatever, that you also provide cleaning certificates for the van, that nothing is happening also during the transportation. The ministry developed an early warning web page, and this is in Vietnamese, so that's the advantage here for all the agricultural people, and it is also connected to the rapid warning system of the EU, and that means that everybody can be early aware what is detected, what are the reasons early, and the ministry can also better assist the producers in being better in producing.
What is the most important step Vietnam should take to reduce EU warnings in the coming time?
I would say a really constant testing is something that is very important, not only for Vietnam, that's for all food producers, really important, that you start early, already during production and growth. And it's very important to have a regular testing in the harvesting period, because this allows you on one side to monitor very closely if you still have too much pesticides in your product, and find the right time when the pesticides have reduced enough to meet regulations. And on the other side, this also allows you for several products to find the optimal harvesting day to get the best yield out of your harvest.
Well, once again, thank you for your insights.